You can't be serious. No way. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Okay.
Anyone there?
What's up, Barry? How you doing? Well, I'm glad that it is good. What's your question? Well, Barry, see, that is a very weird question. I don't know that a rainbow weighs anything. So technically, it's just, it's basically just light. Honestly, I think, so I don't think it weighs anything. Why does she have to shoot everybody I don't know? What's up, Riku? I think there's so many songs about rainbows because you know, kids grew up eating Skittles and, you know, about tasting rainbow. And I think they just kind of got, you know, songs about rainbows. Either that or they watched Wizard of Oz one too many times. Why is she so annoying? What's up, pal? How you doing?
Here it is. Let's go.
I just got what Barrius meant when he said that it's light with the winky face. Ha ha, Barry. I literally just got that.
It's no good. It's password protected. I'll try words we both might know. Family stuff. Things like that.
What's this cable?
It looks like part of a jamming device. I won't be able to disable it unless I log in.
Yeah, still going, but we're pretty much at the end, Kyle. Like I may be able to finish it tonight.
Can you hear me?
Because we're on the last chapter
From inside a store.
of the main story.
I need you to check it out.
Well, technically, yeah, we're in the last chapter. This is it. I went ahead and did like some stuff we got stuck on last time over the weekend. So we're on the last section right now. You guys may see it right here. Yeah, see, we only have two more cases, and then it's the ending technically, and then after that is the overtime mode, which is like the continuation of the story. If you get everything done, you know, if you get the good ending, you basically get the overtime mode to finish the game off. But we're pretty much at the end. So, and then Barry says, "What do you get when a cow gets stuck in an earthquake?" I'm not sure what a cow does when it gets stuck in an earthquake. Wait, who's Jesse? There was people in here I was supposed to save earlier, but they died. Ain't my fault though. They kept shooting at me, so they had to go. I kind of want to get another chainsaw. The chainsaws were powered in this game. If I can get another chainsaw, we may be good. God dang it. Oh. See, Kyle can catch onto those things better than I can. I'm not very good at those off pun jokes, you know. Kyle, yes, this game has, I think, hang on, let me think. I think this game has about 6 different endings you can get. Now you can get 6 different endings, and I want to say like, there's like 2 that are like really bad, and the rest are so-so. Like some endings you may not live and everybody else does. I think one ending everybody dies. The semi-good ending is, I think everybody gets away, but the main villain's still around. You know, but every time I play this game, every time we do a playthrough, I always go for the good ending. Like I always go for like the true ending. Yeah, she wants a handgun. God dang it. Yeah, she wants a handgun because she wants to shoot herself. I don't think I got a handgun, do I? No. We can drop. Let's just go ahead and do this. And then I'll, yeah. Get a handgun. Kyle, yes, there is a villain in this. His name is Carlito. He's angry because what the people did in Santa Cabeza. But he's the main villain of the game. He basically turned everybody into zombies to get back at them for, I guess it's not zombies because it's nighttime. He turned everybody in the mall into zombies because they infected his, like the government killed his village because they, you know, it's like one of those stories back in the mid 2000s they told all the time where the US, you know, they did something, there was some kind of experiment, and they did it somewhere they didn't think anybody was going to be, and it just happened to be the villain's hometown, and they didn't mean to make zombies. They were trying to make clones of cows because like people were overeating, so they were trying to make clones of cows, but by accident they made the cows into zombies, and the cows turned into zombies because of these insects they have. There's these wasps. If the wasp stings you, it turns you into a zombie. And so the wasps got out of the plant they were making them in and infected this village. And so when the US came back, they saw what was going on and they pretty much killed everybody in the village. Yeah, pretty much a revenge plot. And so, you know, it was kind of like one of those, oh, we didn't mean to get you guys infected, but there's no cure right now, so we just got to kill you. So they wiped out the village, and they said it was because of a drug raid gone bad, I think what it was. It was like some kind of drug lord they thought was there, and they killed it. They blew the village up because they thought they got the drug lord. But then you find out that wasn't what it was, and it was like, you know, the infection. And so the villain, like you said, is a revenge plot. He's angry because they killed everybody in his village. So, you know. Oh, this boss, yeah. That's him. That's the villain right there.
The guy being dragged? I think it's Carlito.
You could be right. Where is this?
The basement of the North Plaza. Right in front of the butcher shop.
See, the story starts moving really fast at the end here like this. You say why mall? The mall is just an old trope.
You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Saved my life. I appreciate it. Jerk.
I'm looking for one of the girls real quick. We gotta hurry. We don't got much time.
You can't be serious.
I don't think she's gonna hurt herself, but she just wants a handgun.
I really owe you one.
I hope she talks fast, but I don't wanna.
Not a chance. What do you think you're doing? Gotcha. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Not a chance. What do you think you're doing? Not a chance. No way.
You shouldn't have.
No way. You can't be serious.
Thank
No
you very
right.
much.
You can't be serious. Not a chance. Okay.
That guy says I can't be serious. But to Kyle's point earlier, asking why a mall, it's just an old trope in zombie movies. I think it was started back with is it Night? It's not Night of the Living Dead. There's several of, I like those old George movies. The original, I call it the original trilogy, technically. Dawn, I think it's Night of the Living Dead, Day, and then Dawn. I think it's Dawn. Dawn was the first zombie movie where they took place in the mall. And ever since then, it was like one of the most popular zombie movies back in the day. And ever since then, they just kind of like, the mall was always just like a place that zombie movies took place in, you know. And one reason, from a filmmaker standpoint of why they do it, it makes the most sense to like, say if you were going to do a movie with multiple people, you know, the mall's the best place to find a variety of people in. So say you get stuck in the mall. Okay, well now you have, you know, multiple people of different backgrounds in here. You have somebody who's rich in the mall. You may have somebody who is a college dropout. You may have some person having family issues or marital issues, you know. It kind of gives you a wide variety. So when the mall gets affected, it's shut down. Oh, these group of people who have nothing in common have to come together to get out the mall, you know. So it just offers, I hate this arrow so much, I swear, like, why is it moving? I hate this. This game is very buggy at times because like did I save? I think we did. I can't remember if it's underground or what, because the game is leading me, I don't know where it's trying to lead me to. I hate when the arrow does this sometimes. It jumps around, and that's just because it's an old game. But the arrow, it'll, you know, turn 20 degrees 1 second, and the next second it turns another direction. It's like, it's just messy. But like I said, that's the main reason you'll see a lot of zombie movies take place in the mall. You know, it just gives you a wide variety of, you know, different people, different backgrounds, got to come together to get out, you know. It may be underground, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. What direction? This direction. Oh yeah, because we have to find what's his name down here, I think, first. I should have known getting off right here would have been bad. But for some reason I did it. Also, I think in the remake, they changed this character because they said it was like racist. So they changed this character completely in the remake.
Oh, this is good news.
See, Rinkman knows this stuff too. Yeah, I think it was this guy. There were a few people that got changed. Like I said, this one for sure. I've seen pictures that he's wearing like a bus hat or something. Like he's basically like a bus driver. I think in the remake.
Zombies are no good. I can't serve my customers spoiled meat like that. I have a reputation to uphold. Trust me, I'm a butcher. I've got the best meat in town.
I like that it just goes straight to the fight. Like,
Fantastic.
dang, yeah, he takes a lot of health. I forgot about this guy. Yeah, I should have brought some more health items. So he takes a lot off. Is the fact his knives take so much health off too. He's fat. I was like, why is he so durable? He's fat. Cal, if I had a turret gun, yeah, he would die easily. But the only bad thing about that gun, you can only really do stuff with it for like probably the first 1/3 of the game, because once you kill a convict, it's iffy if they come back. You know? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But at like towards the later half of the game, like after like there's like 9 chapters in this game. After like chapter 5, you don't see him anymore, so you won't get the turret gun. So it's hard, you know, the bosses get a little harder because you gotta use stuff with the chainsaw and get close to him. And like you saw here, this boss, a few hits and you're dead. Yeah, the chainsaw is like the next. It's like if there's a tier list, like you know, like fighting games have tier lists like S, A, B, C, D. Chainsaw is like an S rank weapon. It can like melt most bosses in this game. You know, you just need several of them because they you know, it only takes a few hits. But the chainsaw is the second most powerful weapon in this game. Turret gun is the most powerful though. You know, because you don't have to be close to somebody to use it.
The Santa Cabeza story will be told, but I need the password. Hey! Hey! Stay with me! Give me the computer's password!
zombies great? I mean, all they do is eat and eat and eat, growing in number. Just like you good red, white, and blue Americans.
In some zombies, there's different interesting types of zombies. Like some movies, like some zombies will actually die after so long. Like I think the zombies, well, they're not technically zombies. I learned this a few years ago. The zombies in Left 4 Dead, they're not actually zombies. They're actually, if you look into it, they're just very aggressive humans that look like zombies. They're not actually dead, like technically. They're just very aggressive. So it's technically the green flu, is what it's called in the game. But they will eventually die by natural causes because they can't last forever. They don't eat. They're just aggressive and they eventually die. There are other zombie films also where, zombies eating people doesn't really help keep them alive technically for a long time. Because again, if a zombie doesn't eat after a while, it'll die, most films. And then there's those certain type of zombies where they just live forever because they're just dead, which I think is stupid. And plus I'm also a fan. Yeah, the zombies, Left 4 Dead, they're not zombies. They're just very aggressive humans. Everybody can get infected, and you're not technically alive anymore because you can't be cured, but they're not zombies. Yeah, they are just very aggressive humans, and every now and again, some will, and that's why sometimes you'll get mutations that will turn them into a special infected, like the tank and stuff like that. But yeah, they're not zombies. They're not zombies at all in that one. They just lost train of thought, and they just want to attack anything they see. That's why in the game they have pipe bombs and stuff. They just want to attack anything that like they see. They're just that angry. It's crazy. But besides Left 4 Dead, I'm also a fan of slow zombies. In movies, like in the games now, Left 4 Dead is a perfect blend, I think. But like in the movies, I'm always been a fan of like slow zombies. I can't get scared of fast zombies. That's a good question, Kyle. I've actually argued with other people about this. I don't think I argued with Rinku about this. Rinku, they are usually pretty good about the Resident Evil lore. The Resident Evil infected, technically, I want to say it's a mixture. The closest thing you can find to true zombies in Resident Evil would be like in Code Veronica. Code Veronica actually had people get infected that were dead that came back at the graves in Code Veronica. Oh yeah, Barry. Yeah, Left 4 Dead. I was surprised too. Like, you guys have to understand. In my afternoons, I don't really have much to do. I kind of stay at home. Unless I, like go out to eat or something. But usually I'm reading I'm on Wikipedia's and stuff, reading about different game stories and stuff like that. I love games with like story and lore. But Left 4 Dead, yeah. Left 4 Dead has like a lot of background lore that you can read up on. And it's very interesting about different people, about different strands of the infection, like what happened to the survivors in the first game, the second game. But yeah, the zombies in Left 4 Dead are not actually zombies. They're just infected people who are very aggressive and angry. Like that's all it is. They're not out to eat people. They're not out to like anything. So like when you die in a game, they're not killing you to eat you. They're literally killing you by beating you to death. They are literally scratching and trying to kill you as fast as they can. But again, unlike zombies who would try to eat you, the people in Left 4 Dead are just trying to kill you. They want you dead. They're just that angry. And you being alive is what's ticking them off. So it's like, hey, that guy in the corner, he's still breathing. Let's go beat him up real quick. And once they think you're dead, they'll leave you alone. That's it. But you can get infected through scratches and stuff. So like once you get beat up, that's how they make more of them. Like it's crazy. You don't come back from the dead. That's why it's a lot. I probably could do a Left 4 Dead video one day and just talk about the game's history and story like that. I may do that one day. I may do that then. Cal says, what is a zombie? A zombie technically is, to me, has to be, you have to be dead. Like you have to be dead and have to come back, or you have to be bitten, and that bite leads to your death and you become infected. You know, um, again, left like in Left 4 Dead, you can be infected just by being by somebody because actually, here's a prime example. At the end of one of the chapters in Left 4 Dead, you get rescued by a helicopter. The hospital level. I forget the exact name. I forget the hospital stage name. But once you get to the rooftop, you get rescued by a helicopter. But that takes you straight to the next chapter. In the next chapter, you see at the intro, the helicopter crash. When you read up what happened, the pilot turned into a zombie. Not a zombie, I'm sorry. I saw a zombie on the screen. The pilot turned into an infected, but he was fine. What happened was the survivors in Left 4 Dead, and I believe Left 4 Dead 2, they are what do you call it? How do you pronounce it? It's like basically they're infected, but they don't show signs of being infected with the green flu. So the survivors in Left 4 Dead, they are already infected, but they don't show the signs of it, you know. And so when the pilot rescued them in the first game, they infected him and he turned, you know, and he tried to kill them. And they didn't know why. And then I think there's another chapter, asymptomatic. Thank you, Rinku. It's always thankful for Rinku. And then another chapter, I think there's another pilot or something that saves you, and he also crashes. It's the airport level. You know, he's like, hey, if you guys fill up, I'll fly you out of here. He flies you out of there, but the next chapter, he also crashes. But it's again, they don't know why they keep turning, but you find out later at the end of the game, they are actually asymptomatic. They are actually infecting everybody they come across. You know, they don't know they're doing this to people, though. They don't know to the very end, but it's like, hey, yeah, you guys are actually carriers of this disease. You know, Cow, technically not. It's not really. It's like they're not immune to it. They're not immune. They can be infected, but their bodies. And again, the lore in Left 4 Dead is actually very good if you look into it. It has something to do with their parents, but they're not technically immune to it. They just can't turn. Like they can be, it's like you can be infected by something, but you won't turn. Like, you know how sometimes say you go to work and say everybody else got the flu. And you know how some people may get the flu, they may be sneezing and coughing and stuff like that. But say if you get the flu, you may not cough, you may not sneeze or anything. It's like you may get it, but you don't show the signs of what typically happens to everybody else. And so when everybody else turns into aggressive infected, the survivors are just like, oh, we're infected, but we're not trying to kill anybody about this, you know? So yeah, Left 4 Dead has very good lore to it, you know? And like I said, I probably could go into it one day of the different things, but for me to answer also the Barry's thing, I'm not sure what you would call a medieval spy right off. You know, I'm not good at these jokes. To Kyle's earlier question, what do I consider a zombie? I guess the closest thing in video games would probably be Left 4 Dead or technically Resident Evil. Again, Resident Evil is tough for me because technically only a few are zombies and the rest are just infected bioweapons. Like they like most of the things you see in Resident Evil, they're not zombies in the sense of like, oh, here's these dead people. They're actually bioweapons. You know, the best example, which I hate the game, is Resident Evil 6 when they infected China. Was it China, I think? You know, Sir Vigilance. I see you did there, Barry. I see what you did there. I give you a pat on the back for that. But yeah, the zombie infection, which is like probably the only good moment in Resident Evil 6 to me, is when the missile goes off over China, because it's the build up is just insane. And I was like, this is awesome. You know, that's the best case of like, I guess, well, yeah, those are bioweapons. Those, I mean, they turn people, but they were turning them into, I guess, zombies, you know, because they're trying to eat people, but they're weapons. You know, it's weird. Resident Evil is a weird thing for me because I'm the kind of person that would sit online and argue with people about, hey, they're not zombies in the traditional sense. They're actually weapons. Like, they made these things to actually follow orders and do stuff like this, you know. But Resident Evil is just one of those games. It's just a game like that. Okay, we got this long. Oh shit. Yeah, at the end of the game, they don't give you much time to do stuff. Like you gotta rush. Did we get hit? We did. There's some more. Ah, shoot. Shoot. There's some milk somewhere. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take some more milk. Cause I'm probably gonna get bit again. Wait, how'd I get out of here? Shoot, we gotta hurry. The game doesn't give you much time to end. Is my bike still down here? It's gone, of course. Exactly, there. They're called BOWs for a reason, but some people argue against that fact, like, you know, there's a lot of Resident Evil fans that don't understand the whole bioweapon premise of the series. Like, that's the whole premise of the whole series. Oh god, I hate this arrow. Seriously, it will just change directions on you. Kyle, BOW stands for bioorganic weapon. Okay, I just gotta get out and stuff. Yeah, BOW stands for bioorganic weapon. And again, that's the premise of like almost every Resident Evil game. Like no matter how many zombies you may see in the game, the end of the story is somebody somewhere is trying to make a bioweapon. You know, even Resident Evil Village, it's like, oh, here's this giant tall mommy character who's like a 9 foot tall woman. You know, they're making bioweapons. That's the whole point of the game. You know, it's like. And this right here sets up Dead Rising 2. This little story tidbit right here, I think. Okay, I think I just gotta be up here while this time's out. Yeah. We just gotta be up here. Okay. But yeah, Resident Evil Biohazard. Which one? Let me think. Which one was that? Resident Evil Biohazard, because Biohazard technically is just a Japanese name for Resident Evil. Like in Japan, it's called Biohazard. Let me see. Rinku, are you still there? Which one is Resident Evil Biohazard? Do you know by chance, or is that? Is that 7? I think. Was it 7 called Biohazard? Like Resident Evil 7. I think 7 was called Biohazard. And in Japan, it's called Biohazard Resident Evil. I think. I'm pretty sure 7 was that. Yeah, they're all okay. They're all Biohazard in Japan. It was very okay. So Kyle, yes, 7 was Resident Evil 7 is canon, even though it did give us the most butt ugly version of Chris Redfield I've ever seen in my life. But yes, Resident Evil 7 is canon. There they started calling them Biohazard / Resident Evil with 7, and then vice versa. Okay, yeah. So yeah, 7 is canon. It takes place, you know, the reason they changed it to a different character is because, you know, it's like I'll tell everybody else. They keep making new characters to like make the game scary. Because Chris, Leon, Claire, Rebecca, all the main characters everybody loves, technically they're not scared of this stuff anymore. They're used to it. They know what's going on. I mean, they can be shocked and surprised by things they find, but Chris and them, they're not scared anymore. And they keep making these new characters because they want somebody fresh who's, oh, what is this going on? Why is this happening? Like, what's this scary monster? While Chris and Leon would just go around kicking everybody down, killing everybody, you know. Barry says, would 7 be considered a reboot or just a change of direction? Again, it's just, like I said, it's just to make the game scary again. Because if you're honest with yourself, Chris and Leon and stuff like that, they're not going to be scared of stuff like this. The best proof of this is the Resident Evil movies. That's how Chris and Leon would treat most zombies nowadays in games, where those over-the-top action scenes, where like Leon is fighting those Cerberus dogs on the highway and stuff like that, they're used to these things now. They know how to kill these things and how to fight them. Like you'll have Leon throwing hands with Mr. X and stuff like that. That's how they do. But Ethan and stuff like this, they're not like that. They're not used to these things. So they're scared of stuff like that. Kyle said the Bakers are not canon. Kyle, the Bakers are just typical Southern people. You know, they're people from the South. You get used to them sometimes. That's how they are down here, you know. But yeah, the Bakers were good people, but they got infected because an organization that was competing with Umbrella made Evelyn, is her name, I think. Yeah. An organization that was competing with Umbrella made her as a bioweapon to sell. Okay, here we go. Get my fresh kicks on.
He's dead.
I stood there for like 10 minutes just to say that. She turns around, he's dead. I've been standing here for like 10 minutes, like looking at you.
All he worried about was you in the end.
Barry's like people from the South who are totally from the state of Louisiana. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it's based off on. Welcome to the family, son. You know, that's just Southern twang right there.
You know, I thought he was terrorist scum. But in the end, all he really cared about was his sister.
If one is honest with themselves, she should have known he wasn't going to live, honestly, though. Like, what are you going to do at the end of the game? Like, oh, you infected several thousand people in the town, you know, like, you're going to either go to jail or be, you know, executed for that.
He wanted you to have this.
Sounds like a Payson. Barry, rarely, if you did have tears, it was usually like that one strand you'd see in the face, but usually, some games had tears, I think. No, kind of, I agree. He didn't have to infect everyone, you know, but like I said, this cutscene right here sets up Dead Rising 2. But we didn't know this back then, because they didn't know there was going to be a sequel, but this cutscene sets up Dead Rising 2, technically.
The place we lived. Santa Cabeza.
Santa Cabeza. I should have did like a count before I did the stream of how many times they said Santa Cabeza in this game.
Please believe me when I say my brother didn't want all this. He only wanted to live in peace.
In Santa Cabeza. I swear, maybe next year I should have had a counter for every time they say Santa Cabeza in this game. And that's it. Now we should get the true ending, I think. All cases closed, but I do have Dead Rising 2, Kyle. I do. But now, like I said, this is like to get the final ending. So we've done everything, I think, you know. As long as you get through all the cases, you get the true ending. I think now we just wait. What do we do now? I'm pretty sure here in a second the army's going to show up. Yeah, I think this is it.
Frank, the emergency line's been freed up. I'll give headquarters a call. Hang on.
DHS headquarters.
Kyle, I love Digimon.
Agent Jessica McCartney. We have an emergency situation.
She should have waited because she's the reason they all got killed, I think, honestly. She should have just waited before she called them. But Kyle, I do play Digimon. Okay, I think now, yeah, the army's going to show up in a second here. And they are very annoying. Because they are very hard to kill. I'm going to go get me another chainsaw before they show up, though. Pretty sure this is the back way out of here. I don't know why I haven't been taking this path. It's somewhat easier to get out this way. And here they come, I think.
Frank, it's over. HQ's decided to ignore us.
Well, you shouldn't have called them then. But Kyle says, did you see Digimon Story Time Stranger trailer? Oh, Kyle. Oh, Kyle. I've been following Digimon Story for forever. Like, Digimon Story is my favorite Digimon game in the series, besides, like, if you had to rank them, like, Digimon World 3, then Digimon Cyber Sleuth, and then Digimon, this new one. Like, I love Digimon, you know. Now, some of them I don't like, but the stories, very good. On that note, I actually bought Digimon Story, Time Stranger. I have that. I will play it on stream sometime soon. It's just right now we're trying to do scary games because of like spooks, as me and Rinku call it, spoopy month, you know. But I do have Digimon. I have it downloaded to my system, so it's ready to go when I get ready for it. But you know, I mean, I'm gonna play it on and off a little bit, but you know, I love Digimon, you know. But it's one of those games too that when I play it, I want to like play it to really enjoy it. Because I've seen people on like Twitter and stuff that like play it and like beat it within like that same week, and it's like, how do you guys play games like that? You know, maybe I did the same thing when I was younger. I can't remember, but like, it just seems crazy that people will play games and like beat it within that same day, and it's like, or that same week. It's like, did you not take your time playing this or something? You know? This one. Yeah, I need to get me another chainsaw real quick. Oh, I love Digimon World. The DS games, those are very good too. I forgot about those for a second. Like, yeah, if I had to rank those would be up there too. Digimon Dawn and Dusk. Yes, Barry, you gotta love the spin. That's how I get started. You know, you got no way to go and you just start running. But yeah, Digimon Dawn and Dusk. I think my sister, I bought her Dawn and I bought myself Dusk. Very fun series. That was a very fun game too. That was a very fun game. You know, it was Digimon's answer to Pokemon. You know, and I know people try to compare those two things, but Digimon, I mean, honestly, Digimon has always had a better, like, for me, the Digimon anime is better than the Pokemon anime. But the Pokemon games have usually had better quality overall. But I think Digimon Story is the one game that actually can compete with them and do good, I feel like. Wait, where is the chainsaw at? I'm trying to think. Back here? Hang on, let me think. Chainsaw. I think it's... We're not being timed right now, so I should have time. I think, yeah, it's over here. I was trying to remember what the chainsaw was. But yeah, I'm gonna play Digimon. I may tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. My plan is after movie night, I'm going to do I'm gonna try to play a VR game on stream. It's kind of like a little zombie game that I bought me and Dot a few years ago on the Quest, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Like, it's a little zombie VR game. It's nothing like crazy, but it should be kind of fun to play. I would try VR chat, but I just don't feel like doing that right now. Like, VR chat is one of those acquired touch games. Gotta get these guys out the way from the door. Well, I tried. I did pretty good. I got most of them away from the door. Okay. Gonna get me some corn. Gonna eat some corn. Don't eat raw corn like that, though. It's not good for you. I don't think you can just eat raw corn like that. It can actually hurt you more than it helps. Okay, I'm gonna get a chainsaw up here. Just like right through here. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. I'm just coming to get a chainsaw. Excuse me. There it is. I'm gonna trade this one out for that. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, I can maybe get. Oh. There's actually an achievement for actually coming on the zombies' backs like that, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that on stream or something. Palaces, Bob and Weave. Oh, that's right, Barry. I think Barry said that just to be funny, but actually, I think that was what I said last year. I kept saying Bob and Weave. You know, and I would just kind of ramble it out, and I was like bobbing and weaving through these guys. You know, it's like, you know, bob and weave. Mikhail said there's a Digimon anime I saw on the website. Digimon, yeah, Digimon Data Break or Beat Break is the newest one, and it's some kind of new gimmick to how they digivolve. I haven't got into it heavily yet. Like they eat like a Digicore or something like that. It looks interesting though. Like most of Digimon animes are really good. The only one I hate somewhat is, oh god, yeah, oh the cow, there is fall damage. I would have broke my legs. I would have took a lot of damage from that fall. Barry's like, that's part I remember that saying. Yeah, last year I kept saying, like, you know, gotta bob and weave, you know. The fourth season of Digimon, I really hated that growing up. For one, it came on at really dumb times, and two, it's because it was kids turning into Digimon, which technically wasn't the baddest thing, but it's the fact they got the butts kicked almost every episode, it felt like, you know. And of course, the heroes aren't meant to win every single fight, you know. but it literally felt like every single battle in that the fourth season, they got their butts handed to them. And I was like, God, guys, it's like, and even when the Royal Knights showed up, those 2 Royal Knights, then it was just a one-sided beatdown every episode, you know. You know, and then Lucimon came out and he kicked the butts. So it's like they got the butts handed to them alive. Kyle likes Frontier. So Kyle likes Frontier, which is fine. You know, again, it's not like it's badly animated or anything. It's just, I just remember them getting their butts kicked a lot. You know, my favorite was Tamers, I think. You know, at first I didn't care for Tamers because I was like, what is this? This is weird. Like using cards and stuff like that. This is weird. But then it grew on me because it was darker, like story-wise. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. You know, and like Tamers was like my favorite. And then I think the 5th season is like when the guy, he's doing that, he had the Agumon, and he would punch Digimon. I forget his name, but he would punch Digimon. I thought that was stupid, but it turned out to be pretty good too, you know. Digimon Adventures got their butts kicked more. I can go back and rewatch it, 'cause I know like Devimon wasn't that big of a deal, you know. Because Digimon was that serious as a kid growing up. You find out like, oh, Devimon is this big bad villain you think's the strongest villain. It's like, oh man, how are they gonna overcome this? You know. Then you meet Maldusmon. It's like, oh man, he's strong. And then you find out he's not even the strongest. Then you find out the Dark Masters. And then the show, just to be funny, tosses in a Pokemon at the very end. You know?
Talk about your close calls. You contacted us just in time. Your boss thought we should have a talk with you before the operation begins. We'll be taking you into custody. If you sign an agreement to keep your mouth shut about all this, you'll be free to go.
It's insane how fast she turned in that cutscene. Yeah, it's crazy how fast she turned in that scene. Yeah, Digimon tried. That's when they kept like trying to make Digimon like the one thing I hate about the Digimon anime for a while is that they shoehorn the first season kids all the time. Like I understand it's like one of the more popular series, but it's like almost every anniversary special. It's like, hey guys, you have like 7 series of kids to go through, and you keep focusing on the first series. You know, it's always, you know, oh, the first season of kids. Like, what about second season, which they did eventually do them? But you got 3rd season, 4th season. You know, it's like all like there's several series you can go through, but it's always the first series kids. You know, but again, it's kind of like, you know, Pokemon. Ash is the face of Pokemon for a long time. You know, they finally got new characters for Pokemon, which did make it more interesting for a bit. I haven't followed the new Pokemon anime that heavily, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Cal, she actually was infected. She actually got scratched earlier in the game. The professor who was like responsible for the infection in the original village, he oh boy, here we go. It's 0 hour. Here comes the army. but to Kyle's earlier point, when the professor jumped on her earlier, when he was beginning to turn, she was actually she was infected then. She's in this hallway somewhere, I think. Or she shows up later, I think. I'm not really sure where we're supposed to go right now. Yeah, Ken the Dark Master, or he was pretty good. Like Ken, you know, he was only bad because like Digimon's second season had a weirder story. Like he went to the digital world because he was upset about something. Like something happened. Like somebody died or something. Then he became the Dark Emperor. It's I'm trying to remember what we gotta do now. Like most of the zombies are gone now because the army came through and killed everybody. Yeah, the zombie. Hang on. That scared me. I didn't know he was in there. Like I just got the elevator and the zombie was still in there, but yeah. The army is like, you don't want to run into those guys in this part of the game. They will kill you fast. So I'm gonna try to go around if I can. Dude, there's a lot of them. There's not another way out of here either. I wonder, can I, let's see. They can do this. Let's see. Okay, that did not work like I wanted it to, but yeah, they're strong.
Requesting emergency backup. Wait! Found him! Don't let him get away! Requesting emergency backup.
Good. Oh, Digimon's always had good music. Like Digimon, especially Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth has a very good music. I'm gonna try to get past these guys if I can. Dang it, yeah. Yeah, Bob and weave. Yeah. They will melt your health so fast. They usually focus on the zombies though. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just shoot you. Better take an orange juice just in case they don't kill me. But like Digimon Cyber Sleuth had some really good music. I love its soundtrack. I bought that soundtrack. I loved it so much. You know. Oh crap, I shouldn't have come outside. Oh god, I forgot about this guy. Holy crap. Yeah. At this part of the game, you gotta be very careful. There's an attack helicopter out here now that will kill you if you're not ready for it. I forgot all about him. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, I forgot all about him. Excuse my language, but I forgot all about that guy. I think I just gotta get back to Isabella, I think. Because now this part of the game you're just waiting for the helicopter to show up. But you're also you're trying to like you're basically waiting for it to show up. Because two things are going to happen at this part of the game. One, Frank is going to get infected, and two, God dang it, like.
The military. They'll come, won't they? It's just like Santa Cabeza.
I swear to God, guys. I should have had a counter on here. Santa Cabeza. That's at least 5 times. It's just from tonight. Yeah. So now, we're pretty much, the game at this point is kind of like the most annoying part of the game. You have to kind of just wait for it to end, basically. This is the hard part of the game, kinda. Where you're basically just having to wait. Because you're waiting for the helicopter to show up. Yeah, so. I think it said we're waiting for what now? It was it's like we're waiting for the timer to count down. Okay, the sword is about to break. I can probably get in a shotgun. Shit, there's an army guy back here. Like I said, they're everywhere. Yeah, the sword's about to break, so I'm fine. The good thing for machine gun is like a one-shot kill for most zombies. That's a good thing. I can go ahead and just waste these shots. Wait, why did I do that? Oh, I'm on the shotgun. Very powerful up close. I guess I'm being cocky. I'm gonna get myself bit. Oh, he went a hard head. Yeah. Hard head zombies won't die with one shot like that. Oh, goodness. Yeah, this is the worst part of the game because they're so hard to beat, you know. Like, it takes multiple shots from guns that would normally kill everybody else. But then again, technically, story-wise, it makes sense because they are wearing body armor, you know. But like I said, at this point in the game, you're pretty much just waiting. You know, that's the only hard thing, so. Yeah, 10 hour. Wait, helicopter comes in 10 hours. So the helicopter comes. Yeah, it's gonna be 12 tonight, basically. So you're pretty much, like I said, you're just killing time. Like, waiting for it to happen. Oh shit! Well, I'm gonna clip that. What the heck was that? I heard the wind. I heard the wind wind up of that, and I was like, in the back of my head, like, what is that sound? And you just get two missiles just come out of nowhere and blow you up. Like, that was like, I knew I heard, like, what's that? What's that sound? And, oh, it's a missile. I should have known better. Yeah, missiles usually make that kind of wind rushing when they're flying like that. Sometimes, some missiles do. Not all of them. Took like 5 shots to bring him down. That's insane. Okay, shotgun may not be the choice of gun for these guys. Well, I thought it was a battery store. I was going to change my camera. Battery. Wait, here we go. So like I said, at this point, you pretty much just gotta wait. So honestly, let me think.
Fantastic.
I don't know why that was a. Oh yeah, that's the move I wanted right there. That's it. That's how you can actually stun lock the boss with that move. Oh yeah, I'm happy now. We got the really good move. Okay, it took a while to get, but okay, so level 28 when you get it. Yeah, you can stun lock the final boss with that move. Oh yeah, they eat the guys when you kill them. Like when you kill the special forces, perfect. They actually eat them. Like I said, they're very hard to kill though. I don't like fighting these guys too much. If I can help it. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. And they're gonna eat them, I think. A few of them will. Not all of them, but a few will try to start eating them. I'll take a picture of that. There we go. It takes them a second to do it. But me being here is making them not want to do it. Okay, so I can just leave. Yeah, it's going to take a while for this to this is going to take a while for this to transpire. Okay, So actually, this is going to require me. This is going to require me letting the game run for a while, and I don't think we should do that in the stream. Because literally, this part of the game is we're just going to be sitting and waiting, and it's going to take a while because you're literally waiting till 12 o'clock for this to happen, and it takes a while of you just sitting here doing almost nothing besides like leveling up stuff you haven't done yet. So if you want to level up some more and do things like that, which kind of, you know, there's no more survivors. That's it. We've done everything at this point in the game. All you can do is like kill zombies and stuff like that. You're pretty much just having to wait the clock out to get to the final ending. And so what I may do is just let the game run. And when it gets to that time, we can do the final mission. You know? But that's all it is. It's just one more mission, basically. It's two things are going to happen. One, you're going to find out what her brother was doing, which, you know, is showing that he infected some kids. Frank's going to get infected somehow. Like, at some point in the game, they don't tell you when. He got stung by a wasp, and so he's infected. You got to get, like, the materials to make a slight cure for him. And then you have to fight the army boss, basically. That's pretty much the end point. And that's the worst part of the game. Besides the tunnels, getting to the final boss in this game is the worst, because you have to go through the tunnels under the mall to get to him. And it's like nothing but zombies. But what makes it hard is you have to take Isabella with you. And she can't fight. And so you're literally trying to get through wave after wave of zombies, and Isabella's getting her butt bit, you know, figuratively. Like, literally, she's getting her butt bit because she has no weapon. She won't take one either. So it's very annoying. So you pretty much just gotta wait it out. So like I said, what I may do is just do this off stream. And so let me think. Yeah, I may just do that off stream. So what I'm gonna do real quick though, because I still got like a few minutes before bedtime, because I gotta go to bed early tonight. The last 2 nights I went to bed like at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's not very healthy. On top of that, I go to sleep to George Lopez. That show is not the best show to go to sleep to, because I want to watch it sometimes. You know, the first few seasons, the first few seasons of George Lopez is actually kind of good. It's the later seasons that I don't like too much. Or at least, I think we've had this discussion before. It's the episodes where they made Carmen into this weird, rebellious, overly wants to sleep with everybody teenage person thing. It's very stupid to me. I hate when they do the characters like that, you know, when they make like the teenage daughter or son, like they make them like this rebellious idiot. Like the first few episodes, they're kind of smart, and they have a few attitude problems, but they're not that bad. And then as the show goes on, they turn into like these nightmare kids. And it's like, it ruins the show flow for me. You know, it's kind of like Luann from King of the Hill, which didn't ruin that show too much, but like Luann was very smart in the first few. I mean, she wasn't a genius. She still was kind of like a trailer park smart. She could do stuff, but as the show went on, they made her very stupid. Like if you rewatch King of the Hill, Luann was actually somewhat smart at the very beginning. She could fix trucks. She knew certain things that you didn't think she did. But then as the show went on, she became this typical dumb blonde that just wanted to have babies, just wanted to fall in love with trailer park trash, and that was it. And it's kind of like, well, you just ruined that character. But to that same example, though, Hank Hill used to be super aggressive in the first few seasons of the show. Like, he hated everything. That's the whole phrase of, I'm going to kick your, excuse my French, your ass, came from. Was the first few seasons. When he says it nowadays in the series, it's more as a joke, and he doesn't follow through with it. But in the first few seasons, he would literally kick your ass. That's the whole joke was. He was super aggressive. But they toned him down also. Like, King of the Hill is one of those weird shows. It's fun to watch, but if you look at it, all the characters did shifts like that. They shifted around, like their moods. Only characters that didn't change a whole lot were Dale, Boomhauer, and Dale. They pretty much did the same throughout the whole series, where Dale was like, constantly like, I hate the government's evil, and, they're spying on us. Boomhauer was the playboy. He stayed like that. The new season, he's actually kind of toned down now. He's actually kind of like trying to be a dad to his girlfriend's son. And then you have Dale Boomhauer and what's the fat one's name? Hang on, don't tell me. What's the fat one's name? I'm rambling about King of the Hill right now, Barry. What's the fat? It's Dale Boomhauer. Dale Boomhauer. Don't tell me. I know this. Dale Boomhauer. Bill Dodry. Thank you. That was it. Bill Dodry. I don't know who I'm thinking. I'm thinking myself. Bill Dodry. He was a loser. Thank you, Barry. Yes, Bill. Those three characters did not change a whole lot in the show. They stayed the same pretty much the entire show's run. But like I said, Hank, no, Bear, you pretty much told me like right when I figured it out, so you're fine. But Hank, and so I'm gonna do, I gotta do like one more mission of Crossworlds, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get that out the way tonight for the final thing to stream. But Hank, I want to say the character that changed the most in King of the Hill were Hank, Peggy. Bobby went through a lot of shifts, and Luann. Those characters went through the most shifts of like personality in the series. Like they changed him a lot. Bobby went through like he was just Bobby just went through a lot. Bobby, I mean, goodness, he was that poor boy. Like I think at one time he was in the dog dancing and different stuff like that. Like Bobby went through a lot of shifts. I hate when it does this. It's on the other screen. Hang on, guys. I gotta move it. I don't know why it does this. Oh yeah, the Minecraft DLC came out today. I know nothing about Minecraft, so who the heck these characters are? I don't know who Steve is. I don't know who Alex is either. Yeah, hang on. I got. Let's see. Yeah, Barry saw my Nikkei screenshot. Yes, Barry. Yes, I'm a huge fan of Nikkei. Sometimes you have things in the background that people can see. You know, I gotta be careful about that. But yes, I love Nikkei. So yeah, Barry saw this pop up right here. Yeah, I love Nikkei. It's a very fun game. Very fun game. Like the only thing that the only hard part about selling that game to people is there is a lot of fan service in it, somewhat, but not like, I don't want to say like just bad fan service. I mean, it's fan service like, oh yes, you know, they have giant mountains for some characters, but it's the music and the story are very good. Seriously. And I tell people like, no, seriously, I know it's hard to look past it, but if you can get past the fan service bit, it's like one of the best gacha games for a story. Like the story is really, really good. I mean, very good. And the soundtrack is just god tier. Like seriously, go on YouTube sometimes. You know, not right now, but just go on YouTube, type in Nikkei soundtrack. Nikkei has a very good soundtrack. Like I said, you can jam to it like sitting at a stoplight or going down the highway. Because they have like almost every genre of music, but it's actually good. They have metal, they have rock, techno, like a few country songs, but it's very good though. It's very good. And so what I need to do tonight though.
Yeah, let's race.
I tried racing with Supersonic. He doesn't do very good on boards because he's so like, he doesn't do very good on board. He's super slow. Yes, we're gonna have Sonic Race Sonic. Yes. We're gonna have Supersonic Race Sonic. Okay, so what I gotta do now tonight, I think the only thing I gotta do is just get some rings. I think it's just, this is it. I think I just got the rings in this map and I'll be done. I mean, a DLC just came out, so I gotta get it too, but this right here, I just gotta get the, I missed 2 rings in these stages. So, okay, I can do that. It won't be too hard. No, Barry, I have all the DLC in this game. I bought the deluxe edition. So, like, what happened was, oh no, right here, Barry, this just came out today. The Minecraft DLC just dropped today. So that's why I said, oh, I don't have it yet, because it just came out, like, tonight. So, before this stream, like, this wasn't out. This just came out, like, a few minutes ago, I think, you know, so I gotta do it eventually, too, but I will see how this goes first. This is my favorite map in the game. I love the soundtrack in this on this stage. Like Barrett, the one thing I hate about this game, the only thing I really hate about it is they announced DLC way too far ahead of time. Like some of those empty slots you saw won't be open until 2026. They just went ahead and let you know. I hate when games do that. Oh my god, it's a Minecraft level. But yeah, the Minecraft DLC just came out tonight, Barry. Like, this game has some this game is basically the Smash Brothers of DLC characters. Like I think it has Minecraft is first. I think next is Mega Man. They have the those ugly versions of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that just came out recently. I hate that version of them. And I think SpongeBob. And there's Miku, there's Joker from Persona, this guy from Yakuza. There's several series they stuck in here. Okay, so I may have to restart this stage a few times. There's 2 red rings I have to find on this map. I gotta figure out where they are. I'm not sure. Dang it, I didn't get it that time. Why is it so fast?
Oh yeah! Good! Nice! Great!
I gotta do it over again. I missed those 2 rings. I know that where they're at now. You're gonna get that one, the third lap, and the other one I gotta go slower. Yeah, Barry, I agree. No, trust me, I hate SpongeBob so much nowadays. Like old SpongeBob, yeah. And I guess you could say 'cause I'm older now, you know, I still like old SpongeBob, but like, it makes no sense to have SpongeBob. I would have took any other character.
Let's go!
But it's like one of those things they're trying to appeal to like everybody with this game. It's like, oh, some kids like Minecraft, let's put Minecraft in here. Some kids like SpongeBob, let's put SpongeBob in here. You know, I'm never going to touch a character though. I can tell you right now, I'm never going to touch SpongeBob. Ever. You know.
Good! Nice! Jam it! Time to slip ahead! Good! Nice!
Okay, I need to get this.
Good!
There we go. Now I don't gotta worry about it now.
Shoot! Random track! I'll set the pace!
Why do they keep doing a random track for? The AI is being very stupid tonight.
Good! Time to slip ahead!
I hate this game so much right now. I hate this game so much right now. I guess you just have to use a boost right there to get over that. But I'm gonna miss that red ring. It's like one of those things where you either gotta sacrifice first place. It's my fault because I made the AI level 10. That's like the worst thing you can do if you're trying to do like stuff. 10 is like, I guess the best way to put it is like it's a play Sonic games. Like imagine Mario Kart, like a 300cc mode, basically, is what it is. It's just bad. In a good way, I mean it's hard, but it's like, it's not the best stage to be trying to like unlock stuff on. I should have turned it down. You know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna have to do it this way.
I'll set the pace.
I'm struggling so bad right now. To sacrifice a lead just to do that. It's my fault for making level 5. Get off my butt, dude. This is so stupid. Oh. You know what? Forget it. Forget it. I just want the red ring.
Oh yeah, good.
Well, hey, think about it though. Can lose and just restart.
If we were racing on foot.
Yeah. As long as you get the red ring, it counts, even if you restart. Yeah. So now I can actually try to win. That's why I thought that whole thing. No. God dang it.
Not bad, I guess.
Okay, one more time. Oh my god, level 10 is so annoying, guys. But thankfully, I'm not on supersonic speed, because then I'd be screaming, but my neighbor's outside right now. That's why I'm trying to talk really low, and I don't want to scare them with me screaming. I'm very frustrated right now. I swear to God.
Nice! Let's go again!
The thing is so hard. They don't even have. I hate. Then again, the board's not meant for speed though. I'll complain later. I'll complain later.
Hey, at least you tried.
I'm gonna slap him so hard right now. I still didn't win. Wait. Oh my God, he beat me by 1 point. Wow.
Yeah, no surprises here.
He beat me by 1 point. That's the first time I've lost a rival race.
Yeah, let's race.
No, people like that. Yes. But no, Barry, the only reason I lost though is because I was trying to get the red rings. That's the only reason I lost. So normally, you know, I'd be a good sport saying, okay, you know, but no, that time I had a legit reason. I was trying to get the red rings. And so at one race, you know, turned around and went backwards to get it. And so that messed me up. Hey, we got all red rings. Let's see. Yes. 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 Except the DLC stage. Which, you know what, let's do this real quick. Let's do this. I kind of want to see how DLC stage is. We're going to turn it down to 1. Since the crossover Grand Prix has not been purchased, this will be a proxy Grand Prix. No, I bought this though. Hang on, let me think. Hang on, let me check. I'm pretty sure I bought this. Let's see. How do you check your receipt on Steam of what you've bought? I'm not gonna lose sleep over Minecraft, honestly. I mean, you have the, looks like you have the season pass. Do I? How do you tell that you? I could have sworn I bought. I just went ahead and said I'm going to bite the bullet and just bought the. Look at the DLC. Okay, so I do have it. So how come it's not showing up then? Yeah, cause I think, yeah, cause I remember I bought the bullet and said, let me just go ahead and buy the DLC. But I didn't buy that, the email, I didn't buy that. I didn't care for it. It's just a recolor of one of the boards. So I got the DLC. It's in your library. Then why isn't it updating? Yes, I have the base game. Is it because it just came out? Yes. Okay, so I do have it, Barry. Like Barry, thank you, Barry. You saved me from having to buy this again. So it says I have it. But it's not, it's saying here that I don't. It says unpurchased courses will be replaced with other courses at random. Wait. Since the Grand Prix has not been purchased, this will be a proxy Grand Prix. Since the crossover Grand Prix has not been purchased. Maybe what it means is, okay, I think I see what it's doing. I think I see what's happening. Okay, what it is, these two courses aren't out yet. SpongeBob and Turtles. This is either gonna be Turtles or Airbender. Both those are gonna be DLCs, so this could be both of them, or it's either Turtles or Avatar. What it is, or this could be Turtles. I think this is Mega Man Turtles or something. I'm pretty sure this is Avatar. Anyway, what it is since Minecraft is the only one out right now, technically I can't do a Grand Prix for this, is what it's saying. I think it's saying, hey, these aren't out yet. You can't do a Grand Prix. So technically I can't race these levels. Like this one, we did all 3 of these tracks for a Grand Prix. This one it's saying, hey, these 2 aren't out yet. So what's gonna happen, it's gonna replace these 2 stages with like 2 random stages in any of these up here. That's what it's saying. Okay, that makes sense, I think, yeah. What it's saying is it's gonna replace that thing. Okay. I just wanna see what the Minecraft stage looks like. I haven't been here yet. So I just kinda wanna see what it looks like.
challenge me? Fool!
Let's go! Good! Nice! Hey! Good! Nice! Release! Good! Nice! Good! Nice! Jam! Watch it! Good! Oh yeah! Good! Nice! Time to slip ahead!
Golden Temple. No, you fool! That was terrible! Frenzy! No! This is impossible!
Good! 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 Good!
Final lap!
Good! Nice! Good! Good! Nice! Jam! Good! Bye-bye! Oh yeah! Good! Better use this! Good! Good! Nice! Great! Bye-bye! Good! Bye-bye!
Finish!
Woo! Number one!
Okay, I have to admit, that was a very well-made stage. I know nothing about Minecraft, but it's actually very cutesy music and everything. I played Minecraft like once before on stream. I had no idea what I was
This
doing.
is only a
But that was,
minor
that was a
setback.
very well-made stage. It was very cute. I liked it, you know. So that was kind of fun. I like that. That was a very. That was. I give a hand clap to that. I thought it was gonna be kind of stupid. That was actually a very, very cute stage. Like I said, these other races don't matter. I got the red rings on these, so we can just fly through these.
Good!
You see how much slower level 1 AI goes against level 10.
Get back in line!
Good! 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 Hands up! Good! Oh yeah!
No! This is impossible! Random track. No, you fool! That was terrible!
Good!
So you can see how slow the AI is on level, level 1 AI compared to level 10. Level 10, they're trying to kill the whole race. Level 1, you can pretty much almost lap them, you know. And then, like I said, if you play on supersonic speed, it's even worse. Like supersonic speed is like, oh, it's like nightmare fuel every day. I beat it a few days ago, and it was by the skin of my teeth. It was terrible. Okay, this is the last one. We'll be done for tonight.
Let's go. Watch it.
Get back in line.
Good. Nice.
This is impossible! Oh, yeah! Random track. No, you fool! That was terrible!
You know, racing supersonic is a little unfair because you can't be hurt by items, but I mean, it's, you know, like I said, the only thing I was trying to do tonight was get all the red rings, which we did. I'm kind of sad there wasn't an achievement for that, though. Wait a minute. I thought we were done. We're not done. I'm so wrong. We gotta do one more level. It's the final one. Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, we finished. Like, oh no, buddy. You still gotta do one more. Okay.
I won't accept defeat. I won't!
Let's go. Good. Nice. Hey. Good. Nice. Good. Good.
Get back in line! I can't believe it!
I'll play with you some other time.
Okay, like I was trying to say earlier before I figured I didn't do that. I was kind of hoping there was an achievement for getting all red rings. Now there may be one because actually, no, there's not. No, there's not. Also, like I said, you can already see the DLC characters in here. I hate that though. I hate that you can already see the characters, but you can't play them. But no, what I was trying to say is, I thought there was an achievement for getting all red rings. There's not though, because even if I do supersonic speed, you already have all the red rings, so there's not an achievement that I know of. I've seen people get 100% with this game already. There's not an achievement for like all red rings. I'm kind of sad about that. This is a very fun game though. If you want to play a good kart racer, this is a very good one. The biggest gripe I have about this game right now are two big things, really. One, I hate that the game has already announced DLC and they show it to you, but you can't play it till like later this year and next year. I really hate when games do that. But it feels like it feels like, I don't know. I hate when games do that though. It's like, hey, here's this DLC. We're already announcing it, and it won't come out till next year. You know, I hate that. One of the characters coming out for this game is Knights, from Knights in the Dreams, because they are on the back of the case. So they're already a character we know of, but the thing is, you know, I hate when characters are announced early. The second big thing is this weekend, like say if you want to play online mode, it's going to be locked to something called Festival. If you don't know what that means, it's basically a team-based mode, like Team Sonic Racing. So you're having to race against other people in teams of like 4. And I hate that. The thing is, that's the only mode you can play this weekend online. They shut down regular online mode to put that one out. And I hate it so much because it's like, you know, I just want to play regular online mode maybe, you know. I don't want to be locked behind this festival mode, but, you know. I'm not really sure the reason they do that though, but otherwise it's a very fun game. Like I said, it's ranked up there for me with not Crossworlds, this is Crossworlds, All-Star Racing and Sonic Transform. This is a very fun game. So if you like kart racers, I highly recommend it. Now, of course, you can wait for a sale because it is $70. That is asking a lot of people, especially nowadays, especially like for me. The government's still shut down because they're a bunch of idiots, and I'm not going to get into that tonight, but it sucks because the government's still shut down, and it's a pain in the butt right now, and we don't know how long it's going to be shut down for. And I really hate that they use people as pawns in this right now. It's like, oh, we're shut down, we're sitting on our cushy butts in this, you know, Capitol building, just trying to hold a vote to see if we're going to open again. And it's like, you know, people are, you know, it's annoying. And it's like, I still got to work, and it's like, you don't even know if you're gonna get, well, I don't want to rant too much because they may be tracking me right now, they're trying to kill me. You know, it's like, oh, I still gotta go to work, but I'm not getting paid for it. But you just gotta do it though, that's just how the job does, you know. And, you know, well, again, I don't want to rant about it because I don't know, sometimes the government will listen to your stuff. And I don't want them coming after me in the future saying, hey, we heard you said on stream, buddy, you know, we want to take you to this back room for a second to talk to you. And next thing you know, I got, you know, I'm gone, you know. We don't want that. So, what do you think? I'm going to do one thing real quick before we end the stream. This is not going to be long. This is just a very short, because I don't know if this is in here. Yeah, it's in here. This is not going to be, this is pretty much the last thing we're doing for tonight. I just saw on Twitter that the raid has started. I love raids in this game. They're very short because I'm very overpowered, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it on stream real quick to let you guys get a taste of the soundtrack, you know. But it's a very fun game. Very fun game. Hopefully there's no fan service when I start the game. I think it is actually. Hang on, I gotta cut this off. No, okay. Thankfully it wasn't. You know, I do want the Jill skin. I've only spent money twice in this game, but I really want the Resident Evil 5 Jill skin right here. I want this right here. I want this skin. I love RE5 Jill. She is gorgeous. I love RE5 Jill. But I'm going to get this skin. So, you know, yes, I'm going to buy that. It's like $20. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't, but I like RE5 that much. Yeah, so Raid just started. So we're just going to go ahead and see what it sounds like and how hard it is. Lightning units. I guess we can do this one. Okay. Yeah, that didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. I'm so overpowered right now with most of my characters that the early stages of the raid, I can pretty much just run through all of these with just one team. Usually when you first start this game, you can't get past like the first stage, you know. It's like I was on a different tab and I started hearing Japanese, like what's going on here? Yes. But Nikke, like I said, it's a very fun game. Like I said, it has a very good soundtrack if you guys have ever played it. You know, because a lot of people, when they think of Nikke, they think of the fan service characters. You know, like, oh, I don't want to play this game because it has fan service characters and stuff like that. No, the soundtrack is very good. Like, you go in here, you can go in here and actually listen to some of the music, you know. It has very good music, I'm telling you. Like, okay, not the best examples, but I'm just saying, you know. Let's see, which one has pretty good one? Let's see. Like I said, there's all kinds of genres throughout this game, which is kind of fun, you know. Like, so you can go through here and listen, like, say, go on YouTube sometimes and just listen to different music they have. There's a lot of good music in here. In this soundtrack, seriously. And it's like all of these are like different soundtracks they have throughout here. They've had before. So yeah. That's pretty much it though. Like I said, the RE map. And they do when they do collabs, they do like these little maps like this right here, and it's very cute. Look at this little cute Resident Evil map right here, where you're inside the Resident Evil mansion. it's kind of cute, you know, little things like that, you know. So very fun game. But also I gotta get back into my 3D printing. I'm trying to finish my Rathios armor. I finished the helmet. I actually finished the Rathios armor helmet, so it's finished. I mean, there's a little touch-up paint I need to do on it, but it looks pretty good. It's huge, though. This is the biggest helmet I've ever made before, and it is huge. It is huge and requires a lot of contact cement. I may have to redo it again on a few pieces, but it's huge. And I got to finish the rest of the armor. Hopefully, I'm trying to, basically, I'm trying to get it done now, because I'm planning to take this to Dragon Con next year, because next year is Dragon Con's 40th anniversary. So you know it's going to be a lot of photos taken next year. So next year, I really want to get some really, really big costumes that are just awesome. Because usually when I go to Dragon Con, I just kind of get so-so costumes and maybe one good one, you know, for the weekend. But this coming year, I want to get every day have really big costumes. Because like I said, it's the 40th anniversary. So you know it's going to be a ton of photos and videos and stuff for this year coming up. I'm trying to hold off on a few costumes because I still want to do collabs with Dot, but yeah, you know, she's going through stuff right now. So hopefully when she gets better, we can do some collabs. But yes, Barry, I got 3D printing. This is set up for my Ender 3. And you can see my different settings and stuff like that. Yeah, Barry knows about 3D printing. But yeah, like I said, I think right now I'm doing Rathios. And after I finish the armor for that, I'm going to go to my One Piece character again. They updated his costume and it looks much better. And I'm going to do him again and do his helmet. I'm trying to think what other characters I'm going to do. There's a few more swords and stuff I want to do, maybe Adventure Time if Dot wants to do that. Barry, I tried using Cura. I can use Cura, but I just always default it back to the program that comes with Ender programs, which is the Creality Slicer. It is pretty good. They're both good. You know, Cura has more apps you can download to it, but you know, Creality does pretty good for what I need. Because you can also split the pieces, you know, which is very helpful. So if something's too big, I can go in here and split it, you know, and print that half and then print the other half. It does get confusing if you don't keep up with it, because if you forget the degrees you had, the print comes out the wrong size. So, but yeah, Barry knows about 3D printing. So, but like I said, I'm going to finish that armor, and then so I'm going to do One Piece, and then there's a few other characters I was going to do. I have a Gundam costume in here in my folder somewhere, but it's going to take a while to do that though. I don't know if I can do a Gundam by next year for Dragon Con, because I want to do I want to do a Gundam Unicorn, and I want to do Cooler again from Dragon Ball Z. But for the main bodies, I got to use foam for both of those things, and that's going to take a while. Barry says my Ender didn't come with any software. It didn't? That's weird. Yeah, mine came with because mine came to flash drive, and it had this loaded onto it. But I think this version you can download from their website. But it, like I said, it does pretty good because it has the different Ender programs in here. But it does pretty good. But like I said, I want to do Gundam Unicorn for next year, but I don't know if I can get it done because Gundam Unicorn, and I gotta do and I gotta do Kamen Rider. I tried to do it this year, but I actually took my Kamen Rider costume because I was gonna do Gotchard to Dragon Con this year. The only bad thing is the day I was gonna cosplay him, it fell apart basically. You know, because and not to guilt trip them, because it wasn't the stuff that happened wasn't their fault. Their cat passed away. But my plan was Dot was going to go with me this year to Dragon Con. And I had planned for her to help me get into my Kamen Rider costume. But when she didn't go, it threw everything off. Because now I'm sitting in a room trying to get costume with lashes and stuff on by myself. I had to actually get a guy at the elevator to help me get into a piece of my costume because I didn't have it together. I was like, I can't get into this by myself. And then when I got ready to start walking around, pieces started coming off and it fell apart. And I said, forget it. I'm just not going to do it this year. So next year I'm going to work on it, try to fix it up some. It was a little too bulky anyway. So I'm going to try to make it thinner, But, working with foam is very hard, honestly. It takes a lot of patience. But now that I got a bigger place, I can actually work outside and stuff like that and actually probably fix the costume better. Lesson learned: don't work outside spray painting at night barefoot. I learned the lesson the hard way like 2 nights ago. Barry, my screen is actually touchscreen, I think. Let me look. Yeah, mine's is touchscreen. I have one that's not touchscreen, but like I said, don't work outside barefoot at night, like spray painting stuff. Things will bite you, I've learned, at night when you're barefoot. I got bit last night or 2 nights ago by a what do you call those? An earwig? Is that what they're called? Those little things with like they have like on their butts, they have like those tinctures. Is what they're, And like last night, I felt a sharp, like something picked me. I was like, oh, maybe I got bit by like a little ant or something. It wasn't enough to make me scream. It was just like a sharp, like, oh, something just pricked me. It was probably an ant. I looked down and like it had this like little pinchers into my foot. And I was like, oh, and then he ran away from me. But he didn't get very far. I went inside and got some bug spray and I sprayed him and he died. So he learned his lesson the hard way. I could let him go, but no, he bit me. So he had to die. Yeah. Oh God, no, Barry. I cannot manually level. No. All my printers I've ever bought, I bought them like 4 printers. Well, technically I bought 3. My parents bought me 1 for Christmas. It's a very small printer to get started. I thanked them for it, but it was way too small to actually 3D print stuff. I mean, it was like meant for like little statues and stuff like that. Manual printing is a pain in the butt. It is terrible, but everyone I've bought since then, they all have automatic sensors. The only bad thing is if you don't take care of it, if the sensor messes up, it won't print anything. Yeah, it's big annoying because you have to do it manually, and it's very annoying because it's like, oh, there's a problem with your sensor. We can't detect and you gotta be very careful too, because sometimes if you're not careful and your sensor's messed up, the print head will try to go through the printer because it doesn't know when to stop. It's like, oh, it's not working correctly. I'm just going to try to like floor it straight through the printer and it's going to smack it like hard as it can. It's like, wham, I was like, oh, dude, don't do that, but yeah, it costs a lot. Barry says only one. That's a pretty good price for a printer, Barry. Most mines are pretty big scale size. I do helmets and stuff now. Like, it's like I keep getting bigger and bigger. Like at first I started with an Ender 3. Well, no, wait, what is this like here? Yeah, like an Ender, and then I got to an Ender 3. Then I bought like a Cobra Max, Cobra Max was like amazing when it wanted to work because it was the biggest printer I've ever had. The only bad thing is, one, it was a pain in the butt to move. Like once you get it set up, you let it sit still because that thing is huge and it's meant for like printing helmets in one go, which was amazing. Like seriously, you could print an entire helmet almost in one go. The only one I couldn't do that with was Cooler because it's so big, but I was still able to finish it like where normally it would have took me like probably like 6 to 7 runs on a smaller printer. It took like basically like 3 to 4 on the big one. Only bad thing with the Cobra is it used a tube, and tube printing is not that good, honestly. I hate printing by tube. I prefer direct feed. It's much easier to work with, but it had tube printing. So when something went wrong, you had to basically undo the tube, take out the filament, figure out where it went wrong in the tubing, fix it, put it back in. It was a pain in the butt. And eventually when it did die, the thing is, if you have the printer too long, some companies stopped making parts for it. At the Cobra Max, as good as it was, they stopped making parts for it. And so when mine's messed up eventually, and I just needed to get like a new head for it, you couldn't find it anywhere. Even on like third-party sites, they just stopped making it. And it's like, well, this printer I spent like $450 on is just dead now. And I just had to throw it away because literally there was no fixing it. Like the parts they made for it, I went on Reddit and stuff, they don't make it anymore. And if you go to the website, they're like, oh, we don't make that part anymore. You have to upgrade to a new version of this printer. And it's like, well, that's stupid. I'm not going to spend another $600 on another printer right now. I can't. I just bought a house, or I'm trying to save for a house. I can't do that, But the Ender I have right now, I think the last printer I bought was an Ender 3. I think, what is this? It's Ender 3 V3. It does a great job. It's run perfectly so far. It's had a few issues with the sensor, but it still prints pretty good though. It prints fast. It prints clean. I like it. And I will upgrade eventually again one day to get another printer because it's better to have more than one printer running if you're trying to print like helmets and stuff, because it's a pain in the butt trying to print one thing at a time on one printer, that's going to take you several days. It's like if you had 2 printers, it's like, okay, I can run both these pieces, get them both done twice as fast instead of, oh, I got to print this for 11 hours, finish that, take it off. I got to print this piece for 11 hours, take it off, you know, but then you can have, 2 pieces printing at 11 hours and then finish the last 2 pieces. But right now, money's tight because I said I got the house. I'm trying to resave money again. So yeah, money's tight right now because I'm trying to save from the house, and the government being shut down is not helping. You know, there's a pain in the butt because everybody's worried because we're not sure if we're going to get back pay and stuff for people who are furloughed, how you pronounce it. You know, some people aren't sure they're going to get paid. And it's kind of sucks right now because we're stuck in limbo where it's like, you know, and that's the last thing else, because again, somebody will probably watch this and whatever, but you know, you still got to go to work, but it's basically, will I still get paid? And it's like, it's like the hands tossed in the air. We don't know. Well, what do you mean? And it's like, well, you still got to come to work, but there's no guarantee you're going to get paid for the work you do. So it kind of sucks right now, you know? It's like, you still got to get up at the same time. You still got to go to work at the same time, but you're not going to get paid for it. But yeah, Bear, I'm about to hit the bed right now. I'm going to do my workout real quick in the living room. I'm going to go to bed. And then, but yeah, we can talk about 3D printing sometime, Bear. I wouldn't be against that in the future, where I just have a 3D printing stream and talk about 3D printing, and like we can run through some prints and stuff, you know, some different models to see how long it's going to take and stuff like that. But my plan is tomorrow we're going to have movie night again. And after movie night, I'm going to try to do the VR game. I'm going to research it some at work tomorrow to see how to stream from the Quest 3. I don't think it's hard. I think I just have to make it so, because I have to play in the living room, you know, but my internet is fast enough that I think it should be able to cast to my PC from the living room. If that's the case, I'm trying to think, if I cast to my PC, will it need Bluetooth for that? Yeah, it's a zombie VR game, Barry, on the MetaQuest 3. It's a zombie VR game I bought me and got a few years ago. Nothing too serious, but it's kind of fun. In the future, maybe I can buy Resident. I don't know if Resident Evil came out for the Quest 3 yet. I need to look that up. But anyway, it's a fun little zombie game. I'm gonna play on stream tomorrow. I just gotta figure out how to. I didn't think about that though. Does my PC have Bluetooth? Because I have to send the signal to my PC, so I guess I gotta have Bluetooth. I don't know if I installed Bluetooth with this PC. I'll research it tonight. I gotta figure it out. At worst, let me look around. How tall am I? I may be able to do it in this room. We'll see. Because if I do VR, I can't do it on camera just yet because I don't have the room in here to do it. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out tonight. Anyway, thanks, Barry. Thanks, Cal. I'm pretty sure you had to drop out for a bit. Rinky was in here for a bit earlier. I thank you also. Thank you guys for watching. We'll finish Dead Rising probably Friday or this weekend. Again, we're at the very end of the game. But again, like I said, I didn't want you guys sitting there because literally you have to sit there for like 45 minutes just doing stuff because that's how the end of the game works. You have to wait till the helicopter comes and then it starts the final mission, but you can't speed it up. You just have to sit there and wait, which is kind of stupid, but that's just how the game worked back then. So anyway, thanks again, you guys. It was really fun stream. Hopefully I can get some stuff like from my windows and my walls. Again, I'm having to talk very lightly because my window is very thin and my neighbors can hear everything I'm saying if I'm too loud. And so I don't want them hearing everything. So hopefully I can get like some material that can like block out sound from the outside some, because these windows are very thin. And so, you know, when I'm streaming, I can't scream and stuff because they're constantly outside, you know. So there's a VR version, the original RE4. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Barry, that version. I may try that if I can find it. And if the government reopens. If the government reopens, it helps a lot because I can actually buy stuff right now. I'm trying to hold off on buying any more new games that I have not already pre-ordered that's already been charged to my card because the shutdown, there's no guarantee I'm gonna get paid. And I need as much money as I can for the mortgage payment. So if they open back up soon here, yay. If not, they can kiss my booty. They need to get off the bus and open the government back up. But I'm not going to get into politics tonight. It's very annoying, you know, because I know people that are, you know, yeah, it's stressful because some people are happy about it. Some people are like, it's bad. And some people are just like, oh, it's not a big deal. Like, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a big deal. Barry, I can tell you off stream. I can't tell you on stream because I don't want somebody getting on to me for it. But, you know, it's annoying when you have so many different like hats that you're trying to like wear, and everybody's like, some are like yay, some are like nay, and some are like, oh, I've been through this several times. It's like, well, I can't, you know. But anyway, yeah, we'll talk about it later. But for now, you guys have a good night, and I will hopefully talk to you tomorrow. Until then, I shall see you guys.